Hi guys, this is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. I greatly appreciate them. This is the daily forecast for all signs. It is originally created for Tuesday, the 28th of June. Yes, that would be the 28th of June, and we have the new moon. It's the night of the new moon at 10:47, and I believe it's in Cancer. So, this is for all signs. It is a collective reading. It is shared energy. So, take what applies. What doesn't, just leave it. If it doesn't apply at all, that's okay. It doesn't mean that anything's broken or wrong. It just might mean that you're working on something different at this time. And what else? Please check out the drop-down menu underneath the video. And there's house rules, things I want you to think about when utilizing my readings, ways to support the channel. All of that stuff is there too. Please like the channel or like the video by hitting the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel and share the video out. Leave me a question or comment. These are all great ways of supporting the channel and helping it grow. All right, so let's see what the cards have to say for all of us for this day, for this Tuesday. Okay, hey, Eight of Pentacles. I'll take it. There's a lot of balance here. Eights are about balance to me. Pentacles are very grounded. I kind of like this yellow ribbon running through it. Yellow to me oftentimes makes me think of the intellect, and yesterday's reading was very much about knowledge and wisdom and air element energy with that Queen of Swords and that owl card, right? So I kind of feel like maybe whatever we were looking at, watching, pulling in from the day before, we're assimilating it here into a state of balance that works for us in our material world. The Eight of Pentacles is about craftsmanship. It's usually depicted in a traditional tarot deck with a man sitting at a workbench hammering out pentacles. He's working on them one by one, working out the small details. It's the sort of, it can be called the apprenticeship card, but it's also called, to me, it's about bringing our own special perspective, our own special wisdom, our own special awareness, gift, talent to a physical project and making it work for us, right? What was the underpinning for the energy? Oh, I forgot already. Is it still that Five of Pentacles? It is. That damn Five of Pentacles won't go away. But whatever we're trying to make in our world, right? Or whatever sort of setbacks we're trying to recover from, this feels like we're bringing those pentacles back into balance, right? We looked at that Five of Pentacles a couple of times last week, and then the beginning of the underpinning energy of the Sunday reading, which populates in the lower left-hand corner of this video at the end. And that sort of message that I kept getting from that Five of Pentacles about mending, this Eight of Pentacles could indicate that we definitely have mended it to a certain degree, right? We've brought it into balance. We've put our pentacles whole and we're ready to move forward. That's maybe through the wisdom of the owl and the Queen of Swords that we saw yesterday. But whatever it is, it feels very steady, feels balanced, it feels ready for, whatever's next to come. If that makes sense. And I believe our midweek card, was it not Temperance? It was. So this also kind of coincides nicely as a bridge card into that bigger Temperance major arcana energy that underpins the midweek, right? So I feel like this is us sort of setting ourselves up for greater success and a settling in or a grounding even with this Pentacles energy into that Temperance energy that is underpinning the middle week, right? Which would be like Wednesday, Thursday. So allow for things to fall into place. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from this. Enjoy that experience. I almost want to say pat yourself on the back for having had a hand in the creation of it even, right? Because you did at some level, right? And I think that some of that shows in the wisdom of the previous reading from yesterday, but also in just the sort of tenacity of that Five of Pentacles that kept showing up day after day for the last 3 days prior to yesterday's reading. and it trying to drive home this idea that we need to bring ourselves back into balance. And now we see that balance here and present in this Eight of Pentacles. I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope you're feeling that balance and feeling that sort of glow and almost like the appreciation of the hard work that you put in, right? Because that would be the craftsman that we see in a traditional Eight of Pentacles. I mean, that's the work, the attention to detail, the not shirking your responsibilities, the not turning away from the things that might feel uncomfortable or gruesome or need, assistance or attention emotionally or physically within our bodies, within our lives, right? Looking at maybe past situations from the past few, days or weeks or whatever, and bringing them into some semblance of alignment, some semblance of peace, right? Because that's going to be that temperance that comes up next in the next few cards, underpinning the next few cards, the transformation that has taken place. So kind of relish it, own it, earn it, or not earn it, you have earned it basically through hard work, perseverance, dedication, attention, those sort of things. Let's see what the Animal Spirit Oracle has to say. Give us a new animal, because I'm loving the new cards when they pop out. Oh, speaking of popping out new animals, it's Dolphin Spirit. Card number 20, which would be a number 2. 2s are about unions, so I'm not angry at that. This and that are true. Well, motherfucker. Don't be telling me that, Dolphin. Don't be talking to me that way. This and that are true as you head off into the future all pink and happy, balanced with the Eight of Pentacles right there, feeling like you've done the hard work. Now you can go be free. And the funny thing is what I think about this and that being true is that Five of Pentacles that we were looking at for the last few days, yeah, that was true. But so is the balance of this Eight of Pentacles. Right? We can have both. We can have the wisdom of the Queen of Swords help us through yesterday to get the knowledge that we need to sort of free ourselves up here, to have the freedom to kind of move forward with the exuberance that we see here in Dolphin Spirit, right? And it's funny too, because I think the ending card of this week is, the Page of Cups, which is water sign energy, right? Or water element energy. And he's playful like this Dolphin Spirit would be, in my opinion. The 2 to me would be about sort of melding the this and that, right? That you see in this number 20. Melding this and that as being true. There can be 2 alternate realities or 2 perceptions that are true. So if we were working on something through those Five of Pentacles challenges and trying to make sense of them or understand them to bring ourselves back to whole, we've done that and we found that balance, but we've also found our truth in that and maybe found some other truths too, especially with all of that wisdom that was in yesterday's reading. We might have gained some insight into why other people behaved a certain way that they did, or whatever, and we've been able to kind of let that go or move on from that and be able to understand and appreciate that both of those things can be true, our perception and somebody else's. And that's also the 2 in that number 20 there. That's the union of that understanding, in my opinion. So let's look at Dolphin Spirit and read its story really quick. Dolphin Spirit. Oracle message. Dolphin Spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. As the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so too is Dolphin Spirit, both this and that. 2 truths coexist, the story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering. For there is a blessing, too, in the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings. When we later reflect on what happened, we can see that a situation was both this and that, and a choice led to both joy and sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad, and people have qualities of both light and shadow. Focus on the positive, for light exists alongside the darkness. Dolphin Spirit calls for you to come up from below and enjoy a weightless moment in the sun as you dive in and out of this and then that, accepting and even enjoying the duality of life. Why not join Dolphin Spirit in acknowledging and affirming the blessings present in this moment? In all areas of your life, there are aspects of both this and that. Today, you can celebrate this fact and recognize the complexity and the beauty of the fabric of the universe. You are at a place right now where your past self is still present as you move towards the new self you are becoming. Aspects of both selves are present, so even if you were to say goodbye to what was, you are required to find solace in this between time. Today is not a day to choose one over another either, but rather to keep things as they are without judgment or resistance. Even in matters of the heart, duality is present. Your next action will be obvious when you drop your bias and see things as a whole. Now, the protection message is usually when it's inverted, but I read it anyways, and you guys can utilize it if you feel it fits to your story of what's going on in your life right now. When you most want to be acknowledged as right and see other ways as wrong, Dolphin Spirit appears as a reminder that the story of your suffering and righteousness is a little more complicated than you are admitting right now. Do you want to see things in black and white and be rigid in your ideas of what's correct and what is not? Release your rigidity and embrace the fluidity of life as you recognize the grays that remind you there are two sides to every story, an upside to each downside, and a blessing in every challenge. What you think is wrong may end up being right for you. So let Dolphin Spirit soften your heart so that you make the best decision at this time, playing with the possibilities that present themselves. So that's beautiful. Let's play with those possibilities, guys. Let me write this down. Before I forget, now let's go to the grounding stone. I do like that Dolphin Spirit also feels like he's taking a big leap, right? Like into the future. And to me, I like that. That feels really nice. We are, the grounding stone for the day is family. And it's interesting because the grounding stone for the week is nature, our own true nature, how we are, like, at our depths. What I like about family showing up is, who better to understand our true nature or to see our true nature or to help us see our true nature than those that are closest to us, right? And our family can often be the family that we're born into, but it can also be the family of one's choosing, right? The people that we love, that we choose to have around us. That would also be the number 2 here, the communal thing, the this and that, my perception of something versus their perception. Even if I love them or they're dear to me, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong just because it's different than mine, right? And family, whether it be friends or actual blood relatives, will show us those things that are this and that, often in sort of maybe even mysterious or obvious ways, right? But I think that also helps us to lead us to understanding our true nature. And from that understanding, we're able to appreciate ourselves more. And when we're able to appreciate ourselves more, we can then truly appreciate and love others with more freedom and more openness or availability. And that is also about Dolphin Spirit and this and that, right? Being open to other ideas, other ways of perceiving things and stuff like that. We learn that from, being around those that we love, taking in maybe their perspectives and not necessarily adopting them or agreeing to them, but I'm trying to have room for them in our space. And that's, to me, powerful, right? So keep that in mind today. Love those that, love you back. And that is your forecast for the day. Please hit that like button, share out the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and leave me a question or comment. Take care.